Hi, I'm Venus of Savagely Curvy Connect, bringing you events not anywhere apparently because we're in quarantine. So what we're doing on our channel is while we're in quarantine, I invited Shan and a bunch of my friends to kind of sit and talk about different topics. So first we have Diane, BGC World 3 on Instagram. We have Ms. Cannon, who does Maria. And then we have MokoJumbie.
The MokoJumbie on IG. And
then my partner in crime, Shan Major of Savagely Curvy Connect. So I can see you guys in a specific order. So I don't know if it's the same order. So we're gonna go in this order from now on. So it's Diane, Shan, Rhea, and then Moko. So Diane, what are you drinking?
Well, this is a concoction that we put together. I put together based on some of the stuff that I had in the cabinet here. So there's some vodka, there's some rum, there's ginger ale, there's, I think it's a pineapple Ciroc, and some mango punch.
Are you trying to get lit? Shan, what are you drinking?
Hennessy and apple juice. Real simple.
Okay, that's the black man drink. All right, Rhea, what are you drinking, Rhea? Maria?
This is my bourbon bourbon mule. You know, my favorite bourbon.
Bourbon is in your glass is what you're telling us right now.
Sure, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
For the people at home who feel like they're being deceived, there might be a reason why you feel deceived. We're not going to discuss that right now, but I'm just saying.
Not at all.
Moko, what are you
Bourbon mules are the best.
What are you drinking?
It's actually Dr. Pepper and cream soda, some soda I found in the grocery. Plus.
Is there really a plus, or are you just?
No, there's a bit of a plus in there. There's
okay, I'm not gonna ask what mystery liquor you have in your cup.
No, it's just vodka. It's whatever I had in the cabinet.
All right, I'm drinking and I have a disrespectful cup that I probably will hide. It says, well, never mind.
Let's see what it is.
My disrespectful cup. I don't think you can read it because it's backwards. Gangster parking only. All others will get jacked.
Oh, that's about right.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Don't help me. Okay.
Sounds like a New York thing.
So, all right. So, how about this? Let's start with Shan. No pressure. Okay, first question goes to Shan. Shan, what is your first question for all of us to answer?
Oh, well, I was speaking to my coworkers yesterday. So, in reference to plus size in the music industry, do you think it's, one, enough representation, and two, do you think it's, once you're in, do you think you have to switch your style up, or, well, I don't know if anybody's in the music industry, but it's harder to get into, so to speak. I mean, I've heard things about plus size guys, but it was the same thing factors in for plus size women.
Now, what I'll say is I don't know much about the music industry as far as, because I've never been in it, but from what I understand, from what I've seen, getting in as a plus size person anywhere is always hard. That's not something that is considered necessarily attractive on camera, for camera purposes or camera wise. And once someone who is, you have to be extremely talented and be able to just kind of just go for everything. Like if they, no matter what they're looking for, you have to be able to take the rejections, because the more rejections, the more of a chance you stand to be seen and possibly taken seriously. Now, once you're in, the whole thing is that a lot of times what happens is they want to get you healthy. So you start doing things differently. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but does it end up with you losing weight? Most times it does.
Didn't Puffy reject, who was that woman? He rejected a singer and she was really heavy. She was like an apple-shaped woman, and then she blew up. What was, I'll put it on the screen when I figure it out.
Yeah, I don't remember that story.
It was, she's a really, Kelly something.
Kelly Price?
Yes.
Price?
He rejected
Oh, you're talking about way back, way back.
Yeah,
okay.
we're taking it back. My bad. We old out there.
Right. But again,
over 40 here.
someone who's extremely talented
Yeah,
Kelly
he
Price is
rejected her.
extremely talented.
Yeah.
Now, she's not just talented, she's extremely talented.
Right.
So that's why she got in. But I'm saying you don't know
But
how
he
many,
rejected her initially because of her weight,
right.
Yeah.
right? And the
But how
only
many
other
other
person,
times did she get rejected? That wasn't her first. That may have been her first time, but it definitely wasn't her last.
but I think all of the rejections related to her being heavy. And the only other person I know who was of size is it, I'm not going to say her name, but Shan knows who I'm talking about. Chadina, what's her name? She's a dark-skinned rapper. She was the model for
Chicology.
Yes, I like her a lot. She's plus size, but she's not, I don't want to say feminine. But I think she got her record deal on her own terms, I think.
Yeah. Pretty much.
She didn't, and again, I'm not a huge aficionado, like I can't tell you all the ins and outs. Shan probably knows better than I do, but I think she went more of an independent route, and she put her songs on YouTube and got discovered.
Yeah, between that and freestyles.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's better now, but I can't see you be sexy and fat and be a person in the music industry or even television.
Well,
I think it's easier in R&B rather than hip hop.
What fat rap R&B people do we know though?
Huh?
Well,
not gospel. Not gospel.
Jill Scott is plus size.
Oh, that's
she's
right.
not an hourglass. She's not an hourglass glass figure.
She's like an R&B singer, and we have a tradition of R&B, jazz, all stemming from the gospel for larger women who can actually sing. So in order to be successful as a plus size female artist, first of all, you have to be able to sing. That is number one. I think I recall hearing that Mariah Carey discovered Kelly Price in a choir. That may have been her entry into professional singing. I don't remember exactly, but now I think we have some newer people who are trying to break that mold, that you can be plus size and have a sexy image, because everything is about sexy, or not just sexy, but everything is about image and what the music business can sell to the consumer. So we already have an archetype for the big gospel singer, the bigger R&B singer who sings love songs, crooning. If we take it back to the 90s with CNC Music Factory, where Martha Wash was not allowed to be seen as the lead singer until that whole thing came out. But now we have Lizzo, and she is breaking that mold. She is being
why I'm blinking out on all this.
Who's blinking out?
No, I just I feel like all these things I should know, but I completely you know what? Let me stop talking because clearly I'm not.
Lizzo is breaking the mold. Okay, so when I was young, when I was like 15 or so, Queen Latifah came out, and she was a huge role model. She carried herself with respect, dignity. She was different.
But was she sexy?
No, she was not.
I feel like
they didn't do her sexy.
Like Lizzo, and even when what did she do? She went half naked to the Lakers game.
She wore some ass out. She wore some ass out pants, but
she had a purpose.
The whole point about Lizzo is she is breaking that mold. She is promoting herself as a sexual, sexy, that B type entertainer. So she's following the footsteps of like a Beyonce and Rihanna, trying to promote that same kind of image, Meg Thee Stallion, that same kind of sexy, badass image. She's getting a lot of flack for it because of her size. Nobody cares about what these other women do, but as soon as a big woman tries to promote herself as a diva, as a sexual being, as, oh yes, I'm that B.
Well, I think that's my issue with the whole Jill Scott thing is okay, I'm sure Shan and Moko find Jill Scott sexy.
You're right.
You want to tell me how you really feel, Shan? Just split it out. Don't hold back. But I feel like in the broader context of the culture, she is not a sexual being, really, right?
So she's not really
perceived as a sex symbol. Any of the other Black singers.
No, she's not a sex symbol, but she doesn't have to be a sex symbol because she has talent. She is coincidentally.
Why can't I be okay? But why? Hold on, wait. Why can't I be a sexy, talented singer? Like Lizzo is a sexy, talented singer. Like, why is it either or? Why do it's either I'm
because
sexy
they can sell someone who can't
sing.
You can sell someone who can't sing but who has sex appeal. And I don't want to throw any names out there because one of my idols, one of my role models falls into this category. She is a woman, she's Latina, and she's a little bit older than me. But I love her, but she is not a true singer. Okay, I wouldn't pay to hear
If
that.
you went through all of that, you need to tell us who it is.
Jennifer
I know who
Lopez.
it is already.
I can't. I don't.
Who is it, Rhea? Tell the truth.
I love
Talking
her.
about Jennifer Lopez.
I love her, but she's not a singer. Okay,
we all know that.
But Beyonce's not a singer.
I don't know. I
Beyonce
disagree.
may not be a singer,
She can sing.
but
She's an
Beyonce
entertainer.
has been trained to sing since
Beyonce
she's
can
a young
sing on her
girl.
own if it's need to be.
Yeah, she can
Like, if
sing.
you
I
put
don't
her
care,
on
but
the
she's
spot-
not. May
Jill
not like her
Scott singing.
voice, but she can sing. She can sing her ass off. She's
also
pop music and dance
multi-talented.
music.
Okay, we're not gonna get
into
into the BeyHive discussion.
I think she can sing her ass off. She can hit runs. She can. Yes, I love music. I believe Beyonce can sing.
I'm not
Listen to the
Beyonce
closer I
all
get to
day
you
at
with
all.
Luther Vandross, the duet. Luther does not sing with people who can't sing.
No, he does not. No, he does. I was going to say
That-
the same thing. You're absolutely right, Diane. Because Luther will out you. Luther would have outed her in a minute because he outed Envogue. He did not care to work with Envogue, and
Yeah, but I didn't think that was
I didn't know that.
thing. I think that was I don't like you, and so I'm gonna do your dirty thing.
Nah,
Don't team
Say
in Vogue
that
all
again,
day,
Venus?
so we're not opening that door. We're not. We go hard. I have to take my sip of my beverage.
But in the age,
Tell you
in
how I
the
really
post-
feel.
in
Hold
the
on, let's come
post
back to the
videos.
fat people.
Okay.
Let's bring it back to the fat people.
Okay.
And y'all got 8 minutes because I see we're gonna go hard for this BeyHive people. So
Oh, okay. Well,
let's
Yeah,
go
just
back to
got
the fat people. That was the original question because y'all like to wander and meander all up and through.
no, my only point was that image
Jennifer Lopez?
is important. Image is important. So they can sell someone who cannot sing but who is sexy if they want her to be a pop star. So larger people are not by default are not seen as sexy. Or
That's
sexy
exactly it.
symbols. So if you're going to be a larger woman who sings, you have to be able to really sing, and then your talent might be noticed. Like what was the white woman in the UK? Was
Adele?
Adele,
Oh,
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
I'm sorry.
Adele. Oh my
I
But
love
she
Adele.
can sing, can she not? So nobody cared what she looked like. She can sing.
But see,
And-
Ah, they
you
did her
think she
dirty.
can only
They did
sing.
her dirty
She's
too.
multi-talented because they wouldn't just take someone that only can just sing. They're not doing that. She's multi-talented. That's the only thing she's allowed us to see. And she's extreme on her being talented. She writes as well. See, that's the other thing that we don't
or
see.
all of them really. I guess all of them have to have multiple. I
Absolutely.
feel like that's you can't just be fat. You got to be fat.
No,
and
that's the
sing
main
and
thing.
write
You
and
have to
everything
be
else.
able to blow. If you can
It's
really
like you
blow,
gotta have an
somebody will
extra
take
hustle.
you on.
Yeah.
Somebody will
All
take
right.
you.
So
on.
you know how they used to say back in the day, if you were a person of color, you had to do the things 5 times better to be just
Our-
considered
Life is
just
hard.
as good. It's the
Yes.
same thing. It's the same concept when it comes to promoting
fat.
or someone who's plus size when they're trying to get themselves out there. They have to be their level of
That
talent has to be
everything?
like their bar. If the bar is here, they
I
have to
feel
be
like-
here.
People look at you and assume that you're going to be lazy and not know how to. I don't know why. Somehow the fat makes you stupid.
Yeah, that's
But
the
when
thing
Not
too.
stupid. You
People
can't
assume
move.
if
You
you're
can't
big,
do
you
this.
can
You
sing.
can't
Tell
do
not to
that.
talk over each other.
Right. What Diane just said is something that I hear a lot too. That there's a double edge to it. That people, if they see a woman that's plus size, a black woman that's plus size, they automatically think, "Oh, you must be able to sing. You could blow." But that's I guess that's more towards the gospel R&B sort of thing. The whole idea of mixing sexuality and the ability to sing. When it comes to plus size women,
I don't
it's
think that
definitely
mixes. I don't
hard.
think that they look at Lizzo and think that she's sexy. She is sexy. I'm not saying she's not. I also think that she has decided I'm sexy, so she's putting it out there, and I am a sexual being. Whereas I feel like every other black woman doesn't want to be sexualized, so they don't put it out there because of some kind of weird stereotype that we're all sexual people and thoughts out here. Like I do think there is a sexual stereotype of over sexualizing black women, and so we overcompensate by saying, "Oh, you're gonna take me seriously, so I'm gonna be the best I can." But that could be me.
Yeah, I think she puts herself out there just like a Beyonce, although definitely not there yet, and like Rihanna. So she's in that same vein of sexy entertainers who can sing, can dance, dress very, vivaciously, and just look like that bad beast. She's in that same vein, except she's plus size, and that's why she's getting the flack. So I think she is putting it out there. I am an entertainer. I'm a pop star. I'm a, you know, whatever kind of music she sings. I don't really, but you know what I'm saying? So she's in that same sort of category. I see her trying to be like a Rihanna or like a Beyonce, where she's like doing everything. I can sing, I can dance, I can act. I'm everything in one, and I'm sexy. Boom. I'm not just up here crooning love songs.
Shan, I think you had a comment while we were all talking at the same time.
At the same time.
Same time. That's how we do here.
I forgot my comment, but I do want to say I think the difference. I think with Lizzo and let's say like Jill Scott, I think it's more forceful on the Lizzo part, and then also the support women-wise, it's not fully there. I think on social media, yes, it's all the support there and all of that, so on and so forth. But like if you have Jill Scott can be fully dressed and just walk in a room, and her aura exudes sexiness. Unlike Jill Scott, it's like it has to be. She's a beautiful woman, yes, but the extra, I don't want to say theatrics, it's kind of forced.
She's very eccentric.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wait, are we talking about Jill Scott or Lizzo right
Yes,
now?
Jill Scott, definitely.
Both, but
Okay.
I mean, the latter part was
Jill
Lizzo.
Scott.
I think the thing about it is though that there's like there's three things. One, the person's size. Two, the fact that they're women or they're a woman, that being a sexy woman is kind of fraught with all sorts of criticisms, and also that they're Black women. So I think all three is a triple threat that people are gonna have things to say about. They're gonna have other women or other Black people saying that, oh, you know what, she's too out there, she's too sexual. Again, with the whole stereotype of women, that Black women being you know, over sexualized, you know, and people kind of react to that, you know, talking against that. That's one thing. And then the fact that they're women, that's the other thing. So look at what's her name, Meg Thee Stallion. You know, she's definitely, you know, out there. She's I wouldn't say she's necessarily plus size. Well, I guess depending on who you talk to, she's a little thick.
I don't think she's plus size.
I mean, I don't think so.
I think
either,
she's thick, but I don't see her shopping at Lane Bryant. Like,
she's not plus size, but you have to understand, it depends on whose perspective you're looking at it from. And when you're talking about the perspective of an industry wise, you're talking about anything from 2 to 6. 0 to 6. Anything after that?
Like, I don't, because to me that then puts her in the same league as Lizzo, and I just don't see that.
I think she has an acceptable body type. She's very sexualized.
She's like, I don't think I've heard a song from her that didn't have some line about smashing somewhere in it. But I could be, again, I'm not a rap person, so maybe she has other songs, but the stuff that I hear all seems to be involved smashing. So I'm gonna give you all the 2-minute warning.
Okay. One thing though, with Meg Thee Stallion, she's not necessarily plus size, or is arguably plus size, but she's a large woman, and I think.
Is she tall?
She's tall.
Yeah,
so that would teeter her on.
Like she's 5'10" or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
So being a large woman, you have those same stereotypes against her. That so I think a lot of the flack that she gets, if she was maybe 5'4", 5'3", a lot of that stuff, I think that all that flack that she gets.
I thought y'all like Amazons and stuff like that.
Well, I'm talking about mainstream.
I'm talking about mainstream men. I'm not. This is not like, you know, in the cut. I thought men. She doesn't. I think I don't see anything different about her. Right? I just don't. She's Black. Like, she's Black, she's thick, and she's tall.
But how many people like her do you see in mainstream?
But the thing is, in mainstream, it might sound wild, but most men are short and intimidated by taller women. So she had that problem. Exhibit A with her at Tory Lanez. So.
Oh, did he shot her in the toe?
Yeah.
Allegedly, if I don't.
Yeah, but
For
I
our
don't still
purposes,
understand
we
why
have
he
to
shot her in the toe. That seems like that's not conducive to trying to get some ass. Like, oh, let me shoot
Shot
you
her
in
in
the
the pinky
pinky
toe.
toe. Now I'm
Say, remember that scene from Harlem Nights?
I do.
That's all I could think of when I read about it. Like, why'd you shoot her in the pinky toe? That's not good.
I think that Meg Thee Stallion is, well, seen in some negative light because she exerts her sexual dominance and power over men. So
I think it's the dominance part. Like,
A phone
Yeah, the
said it's time
dominance.
for y'all. Go ahead. I'm joking. Okay.
This is the dominance that she exerts her power. She's Meg the Stallion. Like, I'm a horse, I'm gonna ride you. You're not riding me. You know, you got to pay for this. You got to do so. She like puts herself out there like a force to be reckoned with. And men, while they may find it sexy on one hand, they don't like it. You know, it's kind of intimidating. It's a little emasculating, perhaps. So I think that's the deal with her. She's very overtly sexual and dominant with it. And I think that gives her, you know, that's that kind of like.
I feel like she's following the blueprint that was laid down by Little Kim, right? So I don't feel like this is real. And again, I'm not a rap person. I listen to rap when I'm in the car, and then I turn it off. So,
but maybe it is her size. Maybe it's her size and her stature that makes it.
I feel like
seem more
she's. I mean, I
forceful,
feel
though.
like the. And again, I'll put it on the screen and get her name correct, and Shan will say it. Chidana. What's her name? Chidara. I'm a bad person, and I'm sorry. Hold on. You know what? The girl who's always late to the concerts. I know how to say her name.
Laura Hill? No.
Yes. Okay, good. I can switch now. So I can stop messing people's names up. I feel like there's Little Kim, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, and on some level Cardi B. I don't think she's on their same level, but there's just a stream. But then you have the people like Jill Scott. If she was to come out as a Jill Scott where it's not about wet ass pussy and how I'm gonna make you pay my bills and eat this and suck that and da da da, then I would sort of feel like, yes, I can understand this whole woman empowerment thing. But I don't see any. I'm sure she's a good. I think she's a great rapper. I just don't see any big, huge difference between her and her predecessors. That's just me, though.
I don't know. She
There
feels
probably
more
isn't
forceful with
from
it.
that perspective.
And I also think with Jill Scott, Jill Scott actually, if you listen to her lyrics, do the same thing. It's just hers is from a erotic poetry standpoint.
Well, challenge me. Like, make me think about your stuff. Like, yo, did she really? Not yo.
Yeah,
Something.
no, you do got to
No.
think about it. Like, is that
Hey,
what
when
that
I'm,
meant?
I don't know. When I'm riding in my car listening to Meg, I feel empowered. Like, yeah, this nigga gonna pay
No.
my
I
bills.
want to
do this.
black bitches and all kind of other shit.
No, Shan, what you were saying reminds me of what we were talking, and me and some friends were talking about at work the other day. We were talking about how, you know, when they made songs back in the 60s, they were trying to finesse your clothes off and stuff. And now they just like, take your clothes off. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's bang.
Stick it.
Yeah.
Don't stick me.
Yeah, you know, before it was like, baby, you know, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna listen to some music.
What's happening right now?
What happened?
I know you guys are enjoying this topic, but it's been at least 10 minutes. So for those of you watching, we are going to limit the topics. If you want us to extend the topics because you're like, hey, this is really great, and why is Venus being Debbie Downer and shutting them down, then we will extend the topics. But we're trying to do this in multiple parts and make them bite-sized and chewable so you watch all the videos and subscribe. So we're going to put a pin in this and then take a break and come back for our next topic. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, click like and
subscribe. Turn on the notifications.
Turn on notifications and leave a comment if you like this video. Thank you for watching.